Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in Cruise Simulator, however it may be. I honestly can never remember it. It's really kind of a bummer. I wish that I could, but we are here with the beautiful celebrity Apex. We are getting ready for our first port of call this week, and that is going to be Nassau. We're going to come by this little island chain here, come down through, and get ourselves docked for the day. We're going to be here at Nassau. Let's see, it's 7 o'clock now. We'll probably be there around 7:30, if that. People are getting all short time, and we will be out of there at 3 p.m. Now, I have been told that there is no Eastern Caribbean at this point. Okay? So, what that means to me is we need to go to Grand Cayman, dock there properly this time, and maybe by the time we finish all that, we will be able to go down to the Eastern Caribbean. No idea really when that's slated to go yet. Somebody said that it's not ready yet. If anybody has any details, let me know down in the comments below, but we're still going to enjoy this ship as we can. But, yeah, it's a cool week in cruise world and news and filming this for you guys. So sorry for the yawn. I mean, let's face it, every time that I'm recording these videos, I'm recording them after working or something, and today is no different. Today we had a pretty busy Saturday. I made everybody a nice big breakfast this morning. Took care of the horses, which I have some news on that here in a second. And we went actually to the movies. I decided that I wanted a little mental break, and I know tomorrow is going to be just as busy, so it's going to be interesting. But let's see, overall, what else is new? Oh yeah, just a little thing. Persephone had her baby on Friday, so yesterday actually, from recording this video, she had her baby. She had a little filly sometime in the night. She seems to be doing very well. Persephone is being a fantastic mom. And we have a little baby horse, a little baby mini horse, kind of walking around. You don't ever name something for a couple weeks, but it's hard not to get attached, of course. We're not 100% sold on a name yet, but the story goes when Danielle was going down to feed the horses that morning, she looked over and she thought, I don't remember a rock being there, and then all of a sudden the rock looked at her. So obviously the nickname for the baby right now is Rocky, or Roxanne, however you might want to do it, but it's probably going to be Rocky because I think that's just adorable. Especially with Project Hail Mary coming out this year. Amazing, just so good. But yeah, so we have a beautiful little filly who has, by the way, 2 blue eyes. Now, I know for babies they can kind of change. I don't know if foals do, to be honest. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So it'll be really interesting to see if those develop into brown, like her mother and her father, which we have both on the premises, or if they'll stay blue. It'd be amazing if they stayed blue. Somebody asked me the other day, and it's just kind of funny on this, just on how my brain works on this. They asked me, they're like, oh, are you going to keep her? Yeah, we don't breed our pets. Like, yes, they were bred. Yes, she gave birth. That just means that our family expands, and now we're up to 3 minis and 3 full-size horses. So, keeping us all on our toes and keeping us very busy. Well, that is why I am so tired, because yesterday I was up very early because Danielle texted me saying, hey, Persephone had her baby, so up, obviously, I needed to be. And then I ended up working last night for a show. And then today, I just wanted to make sure I gave everybody a good breakfast, so I was up pretty early as well. So just kind of feeling it right now. Feeling it pretty heavy. Eyes are heavy, body feels heavy. I also think, unfortunately, I might be getting a little sick, so that's something else I'm trying to keep an eye on. But I was like, you know what, I've got time right now. Let me film this next episode, just so that I could make sure that it comes out on the weekly. Right now, I know that I missed and kind of out of order for the virtual Sailor Next Generation videos with missing on Friday, and just with the foaling, I kind of ran out of time that day, to be 100% honest. So, trying to make up for it now. But like I said, we are getting ready to pull into Nassau here. It's interesting. Danielle and I will be here in November. I believe we're going here. I think it's Port Canaveral. Let's see. Actually, let's think about it. New York, Day of Sea, Port Canaveral, Nassau, and Coco Key. Yeah, that's it. Yep, so Nassau isn't... I just couldn't remember. It's a 7-day trip, and I was like, okay, there's 3 days in total for a sea. Leaving New York. I know Coco Key. I know Port Canaveral, and I was like, there's one short. It's got to be Nassau. But we'll be coming here again. We've been to Nassau a lot. We've kind of done what we could do. And I think we're just going to probably enjoy the ship and just relaxing. You know what I mean? Flynn and Layla. Of course, when Danielle finishes up with the baby, I send Flynn down so that, you know, he's not pacing up here. But, of course, as soon as I let them down, the dogs are like, you know, now the baby is freshly asleep. This is the best time for me to make as much noise as possible. Speaking of baby being put down to sleep for the night, our baby, Miss Katerina, just turned 1. About, let's see, when filming this, "15 days ago. I was trying to get my watch to tell me what today's date was. I could not remember what today's date was. But she has officially turned 1-year-old, which is just completely insane to think a year has already passed. And it's been a year since we've been living in this house, and it's pretty crazy. You know, and life is busy. Life is hard, like it is for everybody, but doing what we can, how we can, and when we can, you know? Just trying to do it all and trying to stay on this side of the dirt, you know what I mean? Alright, we're about to enter the channel. Let's drop down to 10 knots for now. Of course, it's not like a true 10 knots. I wonder why the waves keep on loading and buffering. I don't quite know. Our all ashore is 7:30. It's 7:10 right now as we pull into the breakwater here. Let's get ourselves turned a little bit. Now, let's see. This is usually Disney's spot, so where do I want to go? Well, we're the only ones here, so we're actually going to go, instead of here, we're going to go over there, which would be a good spot. We'll turn ourselves around so that we are docking ourselves on the starboard side of the ship. Definitely way closer to those rocks than I'd like to be. Let's get on over here. That's fine. That's all good. That's all good. Man, these ship models still look fantastic. And you know, I kind of thought about it the other day. We talked last episode about, you know, $50 for a ship for the sim, and I just personally didn't feel the value of that. And that's just me. Wow, there's so many radars up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. 7. But I kind of got thinking about it. I was like, you know, if and when certain ships come out for Virtual Sailor, I would spend $50 because that's more of an investment for me. But here it could be too. If we spent the $50 for the Triton class, then we could get the Disney Wish, the Treasure, the Destiny, and the Believe out of it. So it could be an investment. Guys, stop it. They're being so obnoxious. Like, all Danielle's trying to do is just probably have a moment to think. Just being so rambunctious. It's like, guys, it's so late at night right now. Do not get that kind of energy. Or at least share it, you know what I mean? Let's get ourselves slowed down a little bit here. Getting ourselves closer and closer to that pier. And coming down to a 0 stop. And we will go in a counterclockwise rotation. Hello, Flynn. I heard that you were being obnoxious to your mom. Do you care to explain? Don't play with me, buddy. I'm not playing with you right now. I love him. It's not even a year yet. Alright, let's see. What kind of speed is this rotation at? This is actually pretty good. I'm going to notch it up a little bit. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that I had control of the, I could control the thrusters from the keyboard. That's actually really interesting. That's actually really handy. Yeah, E and Q. Very nice. Oh, I had somebody ask me the other day in the comments, and I thought I've always shown it, but probably I haven't. Somebody asked me how to control the time. You can only control the time if you have your own server. I have my own server. I think, grandfathered in, because I think you have to pay for them now, or become like a monthly subscriber or something. I have my own server because I've had it since I started, and I am the server owner, so I can just come here, type in, you know, it's like 7:14 right now. I could put in 7 o'clock if I wanted to start over, and then how many seconds per in-game minute, where if you set that to 60, you all of a sudden are sailing in real time. So that is how you do that, but you do need your own private server to be able to do that, which, you know, is one of the perks. Oh, neat. As we get ourselves turned here, we're just about halfway through our turn here. I'd say the turning basin is definitely a little bit more here, and then it could like shuffle yourself in. But again, we've got nobody else here, and they've definitely been doing a lot of dredging here recently. I'm curious, actually. Can I get that view again? Oh, I can't. There it is. Yeah, we're pushing it. We're pushing it real close. Oh, no. Well, as long as we don't get ourselves stuck, I think that's all that we can ask for, right? Beautiful ship. It's going to be a great, beautiful day here in Nassau. I was waiting for it to spite me and then to get me, and then we'll have a day at sea before we are at Grand Cayman. And after Grand Cayman, next week we will see if the Eastern Caribbean is ready. If not, we'll probably just head over to Cozumel and probably call it there and come on back. But, you know, I'm really thinking that we might, in the next series, try a European cruise. We've done a bunch of the ports over there, but we didn't do Marseille, and we didn't do... Oh, what was the other one? Was there in Italy? I honestly can't remember, unfortunately. But it is, you know, giving us more options. Because if I look at this map really quick, we have been to Lookout Cay. Okay, I don't think I've come to Princess Cay yet. I don't think we've been to Half Moon Cay, if I remember correctly. We've been to Nassau. We've been to Castaway. We've been to Coco Key. We have not been to Grand Stirrup. We have not been to Freeport. I think we went to Bimini. I don't remember. Ocean Cay, I think, is new. You know, departures, I think we've done all 3 by this point. So, you know, it's all these things to look at. Turn that off. Thruster our way this way as we are backing into position. Good. Up to -3 knots as we back in and feeling good. It's amazing to think of how big Nassau has become. I feel like I remember it without this extension over here. Definitely none of this stuff. Definitely none of like the main entrance stuff that they have now. Like Nassau's come even a long way since I started cruising in 2002, which, don't get me wrong, I am fully aware is 24 years ago. Almost 2.5 decades. Kind of made myself sad, you know what I mean? Oh, It's been a long time. But also, with us backing in and already doing our turn, when we go to leave, we get to just kind of hotshot ourselves out of here and start heading down to Grand Cayman. We'll come this way, and zoom, off we go. Pulling in, looking good. Still feeling real nice. It's so funny. I assume they just don't have it dredged enough, or maybe it's just not close enough to the turning basin. I don't know, but like this is, it's more or less Disney's dock. This is where they're always docked. If there's two, you know, sometimes they're side by side, sometimes here. You know, it's rare to have two, but I feel like the only ones I ever see here is Carnival, and you know, Carnival's not paying for like the better spot. Some cruise ships do. I know Disney does from time to time. They'll pay for a better slot, you know, at certain ports and stuff like that. You figured that would be the best one because it'd be right next to the port, but they're set right here. Maybe it was a grandfathered in or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know the politics of cruises and port contracts, but you know, I know that Nassau is doing quite well for themselves with the cruise traffic that has come through the years. Still coming back down to 1. Down to 0. There you are. Oop, wrong way. Start coming in. We should get a trigger here shortly. I hope. Yeah. Docking the ship. Put the rudder away. And let's drop some line, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Still, favorite part of this game is being able to like actually do your lines. It's just so good. Something like that, and then over. I was like, are you guys gonna pull up? Yeah, you're slowly. Just taking your time. Look at that. That's so cool. I wish they were a little bit more taut. This is very slack. You know, they're very taut to keep the ship in. Checking this. This all looks good. Finished docking the ship. There you go, everybody. And we'll turn off the engine for right now. Somebody did give me that comment. Like, you know, you save fuel if you turn it off. I'm not worried about making nickels and dimes with this one. But there you go. Let's let them know that we're here, shall we? And with that, the Celebrity Apex is docked at the beautiful Nassau here in the Bahamas. They are going to be here until, what did I say, 3 o'clock for our departure time. 3 or 4 o'clock? 3 o'clock. Let's do 3 o'clock. And then we'll be heading out to sea and having a beautiful day at sea. But everybody should enjoy themselves here. We'll see you back on board. All right, everybody. It's about 2 o'clock, and it's time for us to head back to the ship. We were just kind of checking out here at Nassau. Senior Frogs would be right over here. I know I've said this before, but like that's the one place I usually try to go to. Coming down this concert venue, the couple times that I've been there since this has been complete, I have not seen anything, but I do hope one day to actually see something, even if it's passing by. But look at this ship, guys. Even from here, look how nice that looks. Like, seriously, that is just, it's so good. It's so detailed and just looks amazing. So let's get ourselves through the shops, through everything, through the LED screen that is here. Yeah, the 3D screen. When we were there, it was like majorly broken last time, but that was in 2024. Yes, because Danielle had her in 2025. But we're going to get ready to get back on the Celebrity Apex. Just looks so good, you know what I mean? Like, even the ropes, the lines, the everything coming through, and like, look at this. Wow. So good. So good. Closest you can get, really, it feels. Let's climb back on board. I don't know, I had somebody ask me again to do it from the bridge. Guys, this is at the bridge view. I can't do it from the bridge. Now, since we are going to be going pretty far, we are going to resupply. And we're going to fire up them engines. we are going to undock ourselves. And we are going to get ready to pull out of here from Nassau today. At 1500. There you go. Lines are being retracted into the vessel. We are pulling away here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is the rudder way over there? Why is the rudder way over there? That was weird. And there you have it. We are departing from Nassau, and we are getting to head out to sea for a beautiful day at sea before heading for Grand Cayman. I hope everybody had a great time out there in the world. I'm curious on something. So we got the lifeboats, obviously. We're not going to do fireworks, that's for sure. Interesting. I would kind of curious if the magic carpet worked or not, but I don't see really any triggers or anything like that. But when we were about to get back onto the ship, I had this moment after talking about like the last time we were there, and I'm also thinking about 2024 when Danielle told me that she was pregnant. And the feeling that I had of both being completely excited and so just proud, and then like the actual utter fear of like, oh my god, this thing that we've been trying for so long, which I'll share that journey eventually. We'll talk about that eventually. But like this journey that we've been on is finally coming together, and then the worries of like, are they going to survive, and are they going to be male or female? Regardless, we'd be just happy with a healthy baby. But you know, I that kind of all came flooding back to me pretty quickly, and it makes you smile and makes you get a little bit teary-eyed just kind of thinking about it, and that journey it was. So now we have this beautiful 1-year-old, very smart, problem-solving toddler now. She's very problem-solving. She's standing unassisted for some periods at times. She's trying to get more vocabulary. She's definitely working on the finer motor skills with her hands and problem-solving if she wants something. Like, she's got these little duck things that she watches and looks at, but instead of just like playing with it or talking to it or etc., she was like kind of like watching the mechanics. It was quite fascinating to watch her, and you know, to a child, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, she's trying to reverse engineer it. To a child, it is something that is moving, but the idea of looking at it and being like, oh, that's doing a thing, that's interesting. She also is obsessed with teeth, which I also find very, very funny. It's cool, man. Let's get up 10 knots as we continue to leave Nassau here. Salute to the lighthouse as we head out to sea today. And it should be a great time. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to clear the waypoints, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to go here. And we're going to go here. And then we need to go here, here, and I believe it's on this side. Yeah. Oh, it's one of these two. I think it's actually here. But that is going to be a journey. Look, that's a nice long trip. Again, we left from whatever Glade, so it's more or less the same. But we'll count it as a day at sea. Let's get ourselves up to 18 knots. That'll be our travel speed for ourselves this evening. Get ourselves turned and at least heading in the right direction. Wide turn. Wider turn. We're just gonna like bank it. We're just gonna go flying again. Yeah, look at that. Get that stern around there. Oh, gotta love it. It's still a lot of fun. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoy what you saw, we do try to get a video out here on the channel every single day. And we really do appreciate your continued support, especially with these series kind of bulking up in video count. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.